Okay, Coach. Well, in just a few short months, this place will be the epicenter of the sporting world when it hosts Super Bowl 54. It's Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match
that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Hey, 79! 79!
Check it back, check it back. Well.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
132 fighter.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
He's checking.
From the gun, Rivers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Badgley's kick is good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so. But I think so the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Desmond King making the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight left. 3 down.
Now a carry for Walton.
Go.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are
First and 10.
Under 10. Hug. 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
4 down, 4 down. Check.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
3 down, 3 down.
Now Walton. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it bangs off the right upright.
No, if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run now with Gaskin. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
Double dog. That's the one. Mike, 4. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Hey, Alpha.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Blue draw corpus. Hug.
Check your hot read. Switch.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And the Dolphins are going to tie this.
Set 180.
Check 55. Come on.
0.
SOS.
Wait, 89.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Wait.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 33 and a first.
Now, back in my old days, before college, I played a little bit of offense. I used to love to pitch the ball to my backs. How about that pitch right on that play?
Yeah, going right. People run to the right more than to the left, don't they, in real life and in video games?
That is true. A lot of offenses constructed to run to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Those big tackles, usually your power blockers.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a toss play to Eckler. He finds an opening past the 40. Room here to run. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now it's Rosen, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a give, right side. Laird, and good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
We got to step it up. All right. Mike, pull. Know your job. Hey, quarter. Mike, pull.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Rosen will throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Gaskin. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Watch tight end. 4 down, check. 4 down.
Monday.
Mike 4. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 3.
80.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie.
Mike 4. So we got man.
Now Rosen on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Miami. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
¡Qué culo!
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run on 1st down with Jackson, running right through him. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They come out here in the eye. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, alert, alert.
Mike 7.
Hey, watch the leg.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Don't let him breathe. Monday. Don't let him breathe, defense. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Check 43. Go.
Monday.
Here we go.
Protein spill.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Tammy's the mic.
Now it's Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Seven's the mic. Mike 7. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mike 7. Mike 7.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Check, 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 check.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
Check 3. 80, 80, 80. Single, single.
Mike 7. Mike 7.
Here it comes, here it comes. Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. I'm coming.
And the blitz does come. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Alert, alert, alert. Tammy's the mic.
Hey, check, check.
Motion, motion. Bump, bump, bump.
Mike 7.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now. 4 now.
Mike 7. Mike 7. Hey, alert, alert.
Tammy's the mic. Strip that ball.
Here's Rosen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Hit 180. Block 11.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for our visitors, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.